Well, for more on the memo release, I'm joined now by Scott Lucas, a Professor of International Relations at Birmingham University in the UK. Thank you for your time. Firstly, the Democrats here obviously on the defensive. Can you, in your opinion, do you believe they were successful in countering the Republican memo that was released earlier this month?
Well, I think they just confirm what we knew about that Trump-Nunes memo, as it's known, which was a political attempt really not only to just make specific claims against the FBI, but to undermine the agency and to try to undermine the Trump-Russia inquiry, which is still going on. I think the Democratic memo sets out points that analysts made at the time about the weakness of that initial attempt by Trump and his ally Devin Nunes. Of course, President Trump will still say that this is all a conspiracy against him, that there are bad people out there to get him. But in many ways, the Trump-Russia investigation has moved on. I mean, even in the last 3 weeks since the Trump-Nunes memo was released, there have been further indictments. There has been a further guilty plea around the Trump-Russia investigation. Special counsel Robert Mueller is not going to be distracted by the politics. So in a sense, for all the sound and fury you'll get from Trump today and from his allies like Fox News, they're trying to push water uphill. They tried to block this investigation. It hasn't worked.
Yes, you touched on Robert Mueller's investigation there. What sort of impact will this latest memo from the Democrats have on that ongoing investigation?
I don't think it has a direct effect because Robert Mueller simply is pressing ahead, whatever the politics are. But I do think, at least for the record, it confirms that, the FBI did not do anything illegal or inappropriate in its approach to get the surveillance of Trump advisor Carter Page. That reaffirms that in a broader sense, the FBI and the Justice Department have not engaged in a deep state coup, as it were, but have actually been following a legal course of action. Obviously, Trump and his base will continue to try to attack and undermine the investigation, but I think it remains on settled ground after the politics of the last month.
And we're seeing in recent times, I guess, charges being laid against several of Trump's former close aides during the 2016 election campaign. Do you think the investigation will eventually lead to Donald Trump?
Oh, it's already inside the White House gates. The last development we have, indeed, is that a high-level advisor named Rick Gates is now cooperating with Robert Mueller. Why is that important? Because Rick Gates, as part of the Trump campaign, knew about the finances, and he knew possibly about Russian money that was allegedly coming into the campaign. I think Robert Mueller, whether it's on obstruction of justice or Trump cooperation with the Russian interference, is very close to Trump's son-in-law, Jared Kushner, and I think he'll reach the president within the next 6 months.
Okay, Professor Scott Lucas, thank you for your insights.